Class11. Welcome to the online tutorial sessions for economics. I am Avnash Lambert, your economics guru, and today we are going to continue our second chapter, which is consumer's equilibrium. In today's video, we are going to do few topics related to budget line. Now, there is one question which arises in your exams in 3 or 2 or in 4 marks, that why budget line is downward sloping. In the previous video, we learned that the budget line is downward sloping. Now, let's understand it with this example. In the previous video, we took that example of 10 apple and 0 oranges. We took these bundles. Fine. This bundle, the combination of two goods in which the money income was exactly consumed. All the money income was totally utilized. Now, with these combinations, we have to plot a graph. Now, first of all, this budget line, if you plot these marks, you will get a straight line like this. It will be an exact straight line. Fine. And this straight line, students, this is your budget line. This straight line is your budget line. Now, student, the question arises, why this budget line is downward sloping? Now, the reason behind that is budget line is downward sloping because to increase the consumption of one good, if you want to increase the consumption of one good, you have to sacrifice other good. Why? Because the money income is fixed or limited. It's a very obvious thing. If you have limited money and you want to increase the consumption of one good, then you have to decrease the consumption of other good. That's what this example shows. First of all, you are buying 10 apples and 0 oranges. But somebody told you to bring one orange also. To bring one orange, you have to decrease the amount of apples. Why? Because you have limited money. If you had more money, you could have bought 10 apples and 1 orange also. But you have limited money. You have same amount of money in which you are buying 10 apples and 0 oranges. But you have to increase 1 orange, so that you have to decrease some amount of apples so that you can buy the oranges. So the main reason why budget line is downward sloping is because to increase the consumption of one good, we need to sacrifice the other good. Why? Due to the limited or fixed money income. I hope you all have understood. You have to, first of all, you are buying 10 apples and 0 oranges. Then the point was here. You were at this point. But now you have to buy 1 orange also. So you have to move back. You have to move back so that your consumption of orange can increase. Now again, you are at this point and you have to increase 1 more unit of orange. So again, you have to go back. You have to decrease your consumption of apple so that you can increase 1 more amount of orange. And again, you need to decrease the consumption of apple so that you can increase 1 more amount of orange. Again, you have to decrease the consumption and so that you can increase your oranges. Fine. So this was the whole concept. Now let's come to the other topic. Moving to the other topic, take a screenshot so that you can complete your notes. Take a screenshot. Let's move to the next topic. Our next topic is shift in budget line. Shift in budget line. This reminds me of something. This reminds me of the first chapter of microeconomics. In PPC curve, you have studied about the shift and rotation of the PPC curve. Exactly the same topic is here in your budget line. Now, the budget line, as you studied in the previous video, that it can be shifted. Fine. So there are 2 types of shifts, rightward shift and leftward shift. Now, I already told you in my previous videos that in economics, if the graph is moving towards right, it means things are increasing. Fine. The technology, the resources, the possibilities, all these factors, they are increasing. That's why it's moving towards right. And in leftwards, the technologies and the resources and the factors, they are decreasing. Now, the rightward shift. Let's talk about the rightward shift. Rightward shift means that this budget line is shifted towards left. Fine. So this is your rightward shift. The line has shifted towards right. Fine. Now, why this rightward shift? Why the budget line shifts toward left? The main reason is that the purchasing power of a consumer increases. If there is an increase in the purchasing power, then there will be a rightward shift. Fine. Now, how the consumer can achieve the increase in the purchasing power? How suddenly a consumer can be able to buy more? How his purchasing power can increase suddenly? Now, there are two reasons for that. The first reason is, what if there is an increase in his income? Suppose his mother gave him 20 rupees and in the way he got 5 rupees lying on the road. He took that 5 rupees and he added in his 20 rupees note. Now he has got 25 rupees. There is a increase in his income, or somebody's salary increased, or somebody's pocket money increased, then that will be considered as increase in his income, and due to there is an increase in income, the purchasing power of that person increases. Now there is one more reason. There is one more reason how he is able to purchase more. He was given 20 rupees by his mom, and on the way his friend told him, whether you know the prices of apple and the prices of oranges decreased, which the apple you were buying for 2 rupees is now at 1 rupee, and the oranges which you were buying for 4 rupees, now it's available in 2 rupees. Now you can buy more apples and more oranges. Now that's how there is an increase in purchasing power again. If there is decrease, if there is a decrease in the prices of both the goods, then you can have your increased purchasing power. Now let's see the leftward shift. Let's talk about leftward shift. Leftward shift means that the budget line shifts towards the left, and mind it, always show the shift or rotation with the dotted lines. Fine. Now the budget line has shifted from right to left. So have been shifted from right to left. Now why this happens? Why there is a leftward shift in the budget line? The main reason behind the leftward shift in the budget line is due to the decrease. There is a decrease in the purchasing power. The consumer is not able to buy those commodities. How? Because when there was a rightward shift, his income increased. Now there is a leftward shift, his income decreased. Due to these two reasons, that if there is a decrease in his income, then his purchasing power is going to decrease. Why? Because now he is not having that much amount of money, he is having lesser money. Now he is not able to buy that much amount of goods, he is going to buy lesser amount of goods. And the second reason why his purchasing power is going to decrease, that if the prices of both the goods have increased, then he is not able to purchase that much amount of goods. That's why there is a decrease in his purchasing power. So if there is a leftward shift, it means there is a decrease in his purchasing power, and the reason behind the decrease in the purchasing power is there is a decrease in his income, or the prices of both the goods have increased. And why there is a rightward shift? Because there is an increase in his purchasing power. And why that? Because increase in his income and there is a decrease in the prices of both the goods. Now students, let's come to the next topic. students, let's come to the next topic, which is rotation in budget line. Now, we have studied the shift, now it's time for rotation. Now, there are total 8 conditions. Let's start with this first condition where the prices of good X decreased. Everything is constant, but the prices of good X have decreased. Now, in this condition, if the prices of good X is decreasing, it means that the purchasing power for the commodity X has increased. What happens when the prices decrease? We purchase more. Now, because the prices of good Y are same, only the prices of good X have decreased. In that case, you are able to buy more of good X. More of good X, from here to here you can shift, but the good Y, the commodity, the amount of good X will remain the same. So the shift, there will be a rotation of budget line. This will be the rotation. The shift, the good X will rotate from this point to this point, and this point will remain the same. Now, what happens when the prices of good X increase? It means now you are not able to buy that much amount of goods. In that case, the units which you are going to purchase will decrease. You will shift back. But the prices of good Y are same. So the point of good X, the quantity of good X will remain the same. The point of good Y will shift towards left. Just join them, and this is your rotation in the budget line. Fine. Now, what happens when the good Y decreases? When the prices of good Y decreases, then it means you can buy more of good X. Sorry, good Y. It means you can buy more of good Y. So the quantity increases, but the quantity of good X will remain same because there is no change in the prices of good X. So there will be a rotation in the budget line like this. Fine. You have increased from this point to this point. Rest good X is constant. Now, when there are rises in the prices of good Y, it means you are not able to buy more. Instead, you are going to less your consumption of good Y. So it will decrease. But the prices of good X are remain same. So there will not be any change in the consumption of good X. So there will be a rotation in the budget line like this. So these are your 4 cases. Now let's come to the remaining 4 cases of your rotation in budget line. Friends, let's do the remaining rotations in the budget line, remaining conditions. The first condition of the remaining 4 is the when prices of good X increases but the prices of good Y decreases. Now, students, if the prices of good X are increasing, it means you are going to buy lesser amount. If something's price increases, you are going to consume less. And if the prices are going down, in case of commodity Y, the prices of good Y is decreasing. It means you can purchase more. So there will be the rotation in the form of an intersection. Both the budget lines will intersect to each other. So this will be the rotation in the budget line like that. Now let's come to the next one, in which the prices of good X are decreasing. It means you can buy more of it now. You can move further. And the prices of good Y are increasing. It means you have to decrease the consumption. Fine. Now again, there will be an intersection in the budget line. Fine. So this will be your rotation in the budget line in case of when prices of good X decreases and prices of good Y increases. Now, next one. When the prices of both the goods increases and your income also increases, what happens then? There will be no change in the budget line. And what if there is a when there is a decrease in the prices of both the goods and your income also decreases? In that case, there will be no change. Now, in both these conditions, there will be no shift or rotation. No shift or rotation. So, they remain exactly the same. Now, that's all for today's video. I hope you have taken these screenshots and I hope you are preparing your notes well. Now, that's all for today's video. Stay home, stay safe, and see you soon.